Good morning. As a fellow human being, I think I kind of understand the way we so often think. And not everybody. People are so different. We're so varied in the way we think about things. But one thing we all tend to have in common is that we get preoccupied and focused on negative things. Things that bring us down, things that just aren't good. And we it's almost like we get tunnel vision. We can't get our mind off of them. Something we think about what that person said about us, made us so mad. That person that cut us off in traffic, we're so mad. The things that our spouse said to us that upset us and hurt our feelings that we just won't let go of. Our kids not listening to us. Something. It's always something negative that we get preoccupied with and focus on. 5 seconds of something bad happening can ruin your entire day. Everything else that day can be great, but 5 seconds of something bad can ruin your entire day. Well, Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 says this: Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on those things. And I really believe that if we would just start focusing on the positive, think about good things when bad things happen, that'll help us with our emotional state. It'll help bring us out of that funk, out of that depression, out of that anger that we get so wrapped up in so easily. Do you know what I'm saying? You keep on going down, it says, those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you. Of course, this is Paul writing. And he said, you've seen me, you've seen my example I've put forth. Because think about Paul. He's been beaten so many times. Whipped with the whip. Stoned and left for dead. Shipwrecked. All these things. Cast into jail. And even when he was in jail, he was singing the praises of God. So yeah, he left a good example for other people to follow. He wasn't being boastful. He realized what God had helped him be able to do, and that's to focus on God, to focus on the good, and not to worry about all this bad garbage going around him all the time, because if there's anybody that had reason to be down, it would be Paul. But he didn't get down. He rejoiced in his sufferings. Not because he was suffering, but because God was good. He focused on the good. He focused on those things that were true and honest and pure and lovely, and all these wonderful things that he's telling us about. One thing that I love that he says, if you just go down a little bit further, is in verse 13. He says, I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. So, if we'll just allow God to strengthen us, he can bring us out of these funks and out of these depressions. We can get our minds off of all the bad. But he said that if you can just think on these things, that the God of peace shall be with you. And he calls him the God of peace because, God is good. And he can bring you peace of mind, a peace beyond understanding, if you'll just allow him. Hope you have a wonderful day.